Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel General Hospital Official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Valentin gives Charlotte a choice, and Dante gives Lulu a reality check. Today on General Hospital, Sasha and Michael reach an understanding concerning the baby, Curtis gives Nina some serious counsel, and Jason must turn down Sunny. In a Prague hotel, Lulu lashes out at Dante. She promised Charlotte she'd come alone, and now her daughter believes she's lying. Dante ruined her one chance to restore her trust. Dante claims he was merely looking out for her. Lulu claims she never requested him to, she doesn't require a minder, and he is not her husband. Dante asks her to listen to herself and whether she believes Valentin would let her depart with Charlotte. He claims Valentin has tried to keep Charlotte to himself, but Lulu believes he has changed. Dante claims he hasn't, and a sniper even fired at Valentin. Lulu claims the sniper followed Dante, but he claims they were tracking her. He came just minutes before the shot, so they didn't have time to put everything up. Dante informs Lulu that the sniper followed her as she wildly wandered about Prague. Dante informs Lulu that Charlotte has stayed by Valentin's side while Rocco has been at hers for the past 4 years, pleading with her to wake up. Then she got up and left him. Lulu thinks this unfair and claims she fled to bring Rocco's sister home. As they dispute over Charlotte's danger, Lulu informs out that she has previously been shot, something people have concealed from her, and Valentin had to inform her. Dante describes it as a terrible accident, but she is currently placing Charlotte in risk, and he claims that even Lulu could have been shot today. Dante asks whether she is willing to cost Rocco his mother again. She claims it's her life. An enraged Dante tells out that Sam stepped up to assist him raise Rocco, and she died saving her life, but she acts as if none of this mattered. Lulu says she is appreciative for what Sam did and sorry for what he is going through, but this is her life, and she will make the decisions she deems fit. Dante warns her that anything she does could endanger Charlotte or cause her to return to Rocco. Perhaps it doesn't matter to her anymore. He walks out, and Lulu lashes out, throwing a vase against the door. Charlotte and Valentin are in a parked automobile. Charlotte asks her father if he is certain he is not wounded. He insists he's all right, and she suspects it's her fault. He swears it's not her fault, but she claims she phoned Rocco and her mother. Valentin believes it's understandable that she wants to contact her mother. He informs her that she is a fugitive because he has made her one, and that what he has been asking her to do is unjust. Valentin realizes he should have moved them when she tells him about contacting her mother, but he knows she needs to visit her mother. His error was expecting Lulu would arrive alone. Charlotte inquires if he is claiming Mom was responsible for the sniper. Valentin claims he doesn't and believes someone followed Lulu. He acknowledges that people are following him and they want to hurt him, but she does not have to stay with him. He spotted her with her mother and said she may go home with her if she wanted. Valentin promises to put her on a plane back to Port Charles, but he's not sure when he'll see her again. Charlotte despises having to choose between her parents, even if it means never seeing one of them again. However, she decides to stay with him. She sobs that Mom has Rocco and others, but he has no one, therefore she can't abandon him. For as long as she can remember, it's been just the two of them. In Michael's office, he informs Sasha that he respects her decision to raise the kid alone, but that she should stay in Port Charles. Sasha admits that part of her wants to stay, particularly now that she has a family. However, secrets have a way of coming out, so she should leave. Michael claims that living here will provide a safe and stable environment for her and the baby, and that she will be able to rely on her family for assistance. He hopes she heed his advice and stays. She wonders if he has considered how this will affect his marriage to Willow, and how she will explain it to the Quartermaines. She's not sure if she can continue working or even live there. Michael believes he can help with it. Sasha claims she can raise this baby on her own and provide whatever he or she requires, and they won't lack for anything. Michael says he believes her, but if she needs anything from him, she should contact him. Sasha praises him and agrees to remain in Port Charles. She says that if she does become unintentionally pregnant, she is delighted it is with him. He accepts and thanks her for staying. Nina tells her buddy in Curtis' office that Drew and her kid are in Washington, D.C. Nina claims they even abducted Wiley, and Drew makes his intentions obvious. Curtis asks Michael what he thinks. Nina doubts Michael is even aware yet. According to Curtis, Drew's decision is daring, and the event will receive press publicity. Nina despises Drew for ruining Willow's life and regrets bringing it up with him. Curtis says she is his buddy, and he understands why she is upset since Drew is doing what is best for Drew. Curtis, on the other hand, claims that they are both aware that she is furious for another reason. He claims she had an important role in getting Drew elected, so she may wish she was there. Nina claims that she does not, and Drew has opened her eyes. Curtis understands, and he thinks Drew is a wonderful man. He claims Drew has changed, and he intends to deal with him as he is now, and she should do the same. Nina recognizes Drew for who he is, but Willow is blinded by him. Nina replies, if only Willow knew everything about him. Curtis believes that if Willow is missing any key information, she can help her see Drew more clearly. Nina gasps and wonders how he knew she and Drew were sleeping together. Did Drew inform him? Curtis says she did it just today. He guessed something was going on between them based on how close they were getting, and Drew assisted her in getting closer to Willow. Nina says Drew helped her grow close to Willow and the kids, and while she believes her daughter would be better off without Michael, she does not belong with Drew. Nina claims there is no easy way to inform Willow she is sleeping with Drew, even while Willow follows him around with stars in her eyes. She claims there is nothing she can do to prevent this. Michael comes and demands, "Stop what?" Nina hides, explaining that Willow accompanied Wiley to Drew's swearing in. Michael gently assures Curtis that they can talk about forecasts later. He goes away, and Nina is anxious that Michael didn't notice. Curtis suggests she should be concerned. He believes one of Drew's worst blunders was creating an enemy of Michael. He urges she come clean now or risk losing Willow. This secret is a ticking time bomb, and the longer she waits, and the more entangled Drew and Willow's lives become, the larger the explosion will be. Michael comes to his office, checks his phone, and notices a news item with a photo of Drew and Willow together. He phones Diane and asks whether they may use Willow's trip to D.C. without his permission to visit Drew as evidence against her. Sasha visits the hospital and chats with a nurse about scheduling an appointment with Dr. Navarro. She explains that she was a former patient. The nurse can schedule an appointment, but she should consult with a patient advocate because the prenatal program has changed since she was a patient. Felicia comes, and Sasha and her proceed to sit down. Sasha informs Felicia that she is pregnant, but Cody is not the father. Felicia inquires about her feelings. Sasha is both worried and happy about her pregnancy, but she is pushing forward with it. Felicia assumes she's here for prenatal care and inquires whether the father will be involved. Sasha says he won't, and she'll do it on her own. Felicia says it's fine, and the objective is to make sure she feels supported. Felicia says she'll make sure to get an appointment soon and that she should tell her parents. Sasha will ponder about it and tell that Maxie already knows. Felicia reminds her that she has a family who would gladly support her. Felicia understands that she needs an emergency contact for the farms. Sasha doesn't sure who to blame, so Felicia suggests they use herself for now. Isaiah visits Sonny at his penthouse but urges that he see a cardiologist. Jason arrives and is surprised to see Isaiah. Isaiah leaves, and Sonny tells Jason that something is wrong with his heart. Sonny reveals that his heart had raced several times in the last 3 months, but it has passed. Then, on Christmas Eve, he felt a twinge. He collapsed while at the gym today after experiencing a tightness in his chest. Jason is relieved that Isaiah was present and suggests that they go to an out-of-state hospital to have him examined. Sonny refuses and claims Isaiah gave him medication. Jason urges that he see a specialist. Sonny is aware of this, but sees it as a wake-up call to modify their business practices. Sonny is concerned about what will happen to his family if something happens to him. Jason claims he can operate the firm right now, while Sonny needs to focus on getting better. Sonny says they should think about the long term and what's coming. Sonny believes that if necessary, he will have to hand over the firm to Jason, whom he trusts more than anyone else. Jason says it means a lot to him, and while he can operate it in the near term, he cannot take over. He claims Sam's death has changed everything, and he is Danny's sole dad. Sonny understands, but this leaves him with no one to pass the organization on to. He thinks it's not a problem for today, and they have time to plan an exit strategy. On the next General Hospital, Carly believes Willow has gone insane. Willow is afraid Michael will remove the children from her after she has served papers. Portia informs Cyrus that he is no longer allowed in the hospital. Joss tells Trina that the monster who killed Dex ought to be punished. Brennan informs Colette that Charlotte has led them to Valentin before and will do it again. Sonny informs Michael that he will only have an issue if he doesn't tell her everything. Caitlin McMullen of General Hospital spills about Drew and Nina's secret reveal, the twist that will throw Willow into chaos. According to General Hospital spoilers, Willow Corintho's life is already chaotic, so Nina Reeves is understandably hesitant to add to it. Nina is no longer sleeping with Drew Quartermaine at this point, so she doesn't see the need in breaking the news to Willow and further upsetting her world. Of course, Nina has a selfish motive because she does not want to jeopardize the progress she has made with Willow. Nina and Willow have finally formed a mother-daughter bond, so it's understandable that Nina wants to keep it intact. According to a recent interview with SOD, even Caitlin McMullen understands on some level. Let's talk about the GH star's perspective on this building dilemma. McMullen confessed that if Nina had told Willow the truth early on, she would have been able to put the brakes on Drew and avoid many of her current problems. However, McMullen conceded that Willow would never know for sure. What's done is done, thus Willow must accept responsibility for her own decisions, regardless of Nina's. Caitlin McMullen understands Nina's desire to maintain the link she has formed with Willow. But I can also see Nina's point of view. I emphasize with her, do I tell her this information that will absolutely destroy her and potentially destroy our relationship? I really feel for Nina in this situation, McMullen said. However, Drew and Nina's repeated hookups are a juicy secret that must be revealed sooner or later. It's likely to produce some drama, but McMullen hopes it doesn't completely destroy Nina and Willow's relationship. It's been a long journey to get here, so it'd be a shame to ruin it all over Nina's secrecy about her feelings for Drew, especially when the hookups aren't really happening anymore. Maybe I have a bias of wanting things to work out because Willow and Nina because they've always been at odds, and I think it would be really cool to see them somehow make their way through this, says McMullen. Willow still has some significant curveballs ahead of her, and our predictions point to one of them being Drew and Nina's shocking truth. When Willow receives updates on that stunner, she will be thrown into even more upheaval and forced to reconsider her options. According to General Hospital spoilers, Nina and Drew will pray for Willow's forgiveness when the time comes. Will Jason become less like Sonny and more like Quartermaine from General Hospital? Jason may be accepted back into the Quartermaines. Will he cease working for Sonny? There once was a boy named Jason Quartermaine at General Hospital. He sustained a head injury in a vehicle accident and lost his memories. He's been Jason Morgan ever since. Will that change? Jason was Alan and Monica's golden boy. He was intelligent, sociable, and aspired to be a doctor like his parents. AJ's vehicle accident changed Jason forever. He changed his surname to Morgan after his grandmother Lila's maiden name and abandoned the Quartermaines. Instead of attending medical school, he became Sonny's enforcer. His grandma and mother's love for him never faded, and he remained close to them. This did not hold true for the remaining questions. They did not approve of his new personality or professional choice, and his family had little involvement with him. The mob enforcer has returned to live with the family, and they have been unexpectedly receptive. Will Jason soften toward the Quartermaines? The more they stay the same, the once favorite son has returned home to live with his son Danny after Sam's death. Living at the QS appears to be more comfortable for Jason than planned. He is bonding with Sasha, and something may be developing between the two of them. Even his chats with Ned and Tracy were pleasant. It could be time for Jason to stop being Sonny's sidekick. He is now a single father to Danny and may need to be more responsible. According to spoilers, the family will seek his assistance in removing Drew, their least favorite son. Jason may be eager to join forces with them following what his twin did to Michael. He probably won't officially alter his name to become a Quartermain again, but Jason is slowly making his way back into the fold. Do you believe Jason will rejoin the Q clan? Please let us know in the comments. Weekly General Hospital spoilers for January 6th to 10th, Michael is in danger, and Cyrus is lurking. Another amazing week in Port Charles. General Hospital teasers for January 6th to 10th 2025 hint at a dangerous event that will affect many lives. General Hospital spoiler highlights episode 15622 aired on Monday, January 6th, 2025. Willow is distraught. Carly complains to Jason. Michael is in jeopardy after discovering Willow's newest betrayal. Jocelyn discovers a discovery. Brad lashes out. Episode 15623 aired on Tuesday, January 7th, 2025. Jason and Sunny jump to action. Nina conveys awful news. Chase opens up to Sasha. Brooklyn has a discovery. Portia confides in Isaiah. Episode 15624 aired on Wednesday, January 8th, 2025. Sunny demands answers. Anna needs Brennan's help. Jason makes a request to Lucas. Nina advises Willow. Drew interrupts Carly. Rick tries to influence Alexis in episode 15625, which aired on Thursday, January 9th, 2025. Cyrus does some eavesdropping. Willow takes charge. Diane and Martin spar. Carly and Sunny lean against each other. Episode 15626 aired on Friday, January 10th, 2025. Carly issues a warning. Tracy and Stella catch up. Kai and Trina share an intimate moment. Cody searches out Brad. Nina and Sunny reach a compromise. Monsters and Justice, Proactive Actions, and Truths Told. General Hospital spoilers and updates for Monday, January 6th include Monsters, Justice, Proactive Actions, and Truths Revealed. Coming week on General Hospital, Jocelyn Jax wants a villain brought to justice, Portia Robinson takes aggressive steps, and Carly Spencer communicates truths. General Hospital spoilers, Monsters and Justice. Jocelyn catches up with Trina Robinson, who is clearly saddened about Dex Heller's tragic death. Dex's tox screens appear to have arrived, and someone has informed her of the results digitalis poisoning similar to Sam McCall's. Jocelyn tells Trina that the monster who killed Dex must take responsibility. Jocelyn wants Dex's murderer brought to justice, and Trina will undoubtedly agree. Jocelyn may take some chances by attempting to track down the culprit herself, however, will she change majors again to criminal justice? GH spoilers, Proactive Actions. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Trina's mother Portia takes a proactive approach. She finds Cyrus Renaud there and bans him, telling the stunned Cyrus that he is no longer permitted in this hospital. Why should Cyrus be surprised to be suspected, even off the record, of the digitalis poisonings at GH? The hospital and police are investigating, but GH viewers know the truth. If he killed Sam, he also killed Dex because Dex was getting too near to the truth. Will Portia's edict expose even more patients to the dreadful angel of death, sometimes known as the devil in disguise? General Hospital spoilers, WSB meeting at the WSB field office in Port Charles. Jack Brennan and his assistant, sometimes hit woman Colette Moreau, catch up following her return from Prague. Charlotte Cassadine chose to continue on the run with her father, while Valentin Cassadine was given the option of staying with her mother. Brennan appears to be still set on Colette taking down Valentin, as the shot into the Prague cafe was not blank. Brennan assures his accomplice that if Charlotte has led them to Valentin before, she will do it again. Brennan is watching Charlotte through her social media, and his words will be real if Valentin does not disable tracking devices on her phone. GH spoilers, Sunny advises Michael next. Michael Corinthos and Sunny Corinthos are speaking in Sunny's penthouse, in front of the patio doors where Isaiah Gannon had previously stood. Sunny cautions Michael that not telling her everything will only lead to problems. Who is the her? Chances are he is referring to Diane Miller, and due to attorney-client confidentiality, she is not required to disclose everything. But she has to know everything in order to prepare a strong case, as well as to protect Michael and ensure his success in court. General Hospital spoilers, Truths Told. Most people would agree that Carly is telling the truth when she tells Jason Morgan Willow's lost her damn mind. They appear to be discussing in the coffee warehouse, and Jason stares at her with concern. Carly now knows everything, from Willow's affair with Drew Quartermaine to her taking Wiley Corinthos to DC for a weekend while Drew is sworn in. Carly would completely agree that Drew has changed since she dated him, but it appears that Willow has also changed. What is wrong with that girl? She used to adore Michael and their small family so passionately. Spoilers, Willow reels at legal papers served by Michael earlier. Michael called Diane to inform her that Willow had taken Wiley to DC without his permission and asked if they could use it. Willow is now in tears on a hotel room bed, and Wiley is most likely in the same suite as Willow and Drew, which is not good. Willow pulls up papers from legal documents delivered to her in her and Drew's hotel suite and yells, "He's taking my kids away from me." She's certainly talking to Drew about Diane's speedy sole custody lawsuit, which was most likely filed due to her being an unfit mother. General Hospital arrivals and departures, foes and favorites return. Foes and favorites return to General Hospital. What's the most recent casting news at General Hospital? Find out if any popular stars from the past are returning, if any newcomers are joining the show as contract, recurring, or day players, and if any of your favorite actors or actresses are departing the ABC serial. The week of January 6, 2026. Perry Shin returns to the hospital as Brad Cooper. The lab tech appears on Monday, January 6th, and Friday, January 10th, in scenes with Josh Kelly's Cody. Jeff Kober reprises his role as the treacherous Cyrus Renault. On Thursday, January 9th, the character listens in on some conversations. Michael Knight appears as Martin Gray. On Thursday, January 9th, the attorney has some sparring scenes with Carolyn Hennessy's Diane. What happened at General Hospital this week? There's a reason why General Hospital fans can't get enough drama. That's because you never know what will happen in Port Charles, a fictional town, on any given day. Fortunately, we have all of the information you need right here. What happened at General Hospital this week? For those who need a refresher, General Hospital was on fire this week. It all started on Monday, when Elizabeth made a major discovery. Isaiah provided Lucky some helpful counsel, while Christina thanked Lucas for his information. Ava also sought out Laura, while Trina showed Kai something unique. On Tuesday, General Hospital aired an encore episode in which Tracy was astonished by what she said. Laura embarked on a new mission, and Anna also requested Rober's assistance. Jason also listened to Brennan's words, while Brooklyn and Chase had a much-needed conversation. In terms of the Wednesday episode, General Hospital aired an encore of a September episode in which Carly and Brennan had a memorable encounter. Portia also felt on edge as Terry justified her behavior. Elizabeth expressed her doubts, and Curtis offered TJ something to think about. On Thursday, January 2nd, Anna issued a threat, Ava sought Alexis' assistance, and Michael was taken aback. Lulu was frustrated, but Willow received an invitation she couldn't resist. General Hospital spoilers, Willow received an invitation that she can't refuse. Finally, on Friday, January 3rd, Sonny can't help but worry what's next for his future, as Michael tries to take advantage of an opportunity. Also, Charlotte will make a decision as Jason declines an offer. If that isn't enough, Sasha plans to confide in Felicia. You won't want to miss any of this. Charlotte chooses Valentin over Lulu, Jason rejects Sonny's offer to take over the business, and Sasha tells Felicia she is pregnant. Dante and Lulu disagree about the Charlotte problem, Michael persuades Sasha to stay, and Curtis and Nina talk about Drew. Dante transports Lulu to her hotel room in Prague. He will not go unless she pledges not to hunt for Charlotte and Valentin. She claims they have vanished as a result of his actions. She promised her kid she would come alone, but she now believes she is a liar. This was her only chance to recover her trust, and the cop wrecked it for her. What gives him the right to follow her around, anyway? They argue over whether Valentin would have allowed her take Charlotte home. He thinks her instincts were completely off when she assumed Valentin would send his daughter home with her. She believes he was on the verge of abandoning Charlotte. The cop points out that a sniper followed her there, and she nearly killed Charlotte's father in front of her. Lulu agrees he is correct, and he warns her that she is endangering her daughter. He encourages her to focus on her son. She adores Rocco, but she cannot rest until Charlotte is secure at home as well. Dante points out that Charlotte picked Valentin over her, despite the fact that Rocco had spent years by her bedside. They keep arguing over the risk she is placing herself and her daughter in. Is she willing to let her son lose her again? He reminds her that Sam died so that she may live, and she is eager to toss it away. She claims it's still her life and her decision. He accuses her of not prioritizing her son and goes away. She yells and shatters a plant. Valentin and Charlotte pull over. They believe they have escaped any tale. She's sorry for everything. He claims none of it is her fault. She believes that reaching out to Rocco and her mother was foolish. Her father claims that becoming a fugitive is not on her. The regulations they have to follow are unfair to her. He can tell she needs her mother. His mistake was assuming her mother would come alone. She wonders if he believes Lulu brought the sniper. He does not think so. Other individuals wish to harm him. That is why he must continue to run, but she is not required to accompany him. She acknowledges that she misses chatting to the rest of her family. He tells her she can go home to her mother. But she will not see him again. Charlotte claims that her mother has many people who adore her, whereas he only has her. She can't abandon him. In Michael's office, he and Sasha discuss the baby. He will respect her decision to raise it alone, but he wants her to remain in Port Charles. She acknowledges that part of her wants to stay, and she wants her baby to get to know the family she has found. But secrets have a way of getting out. He believes it would be beneficial for her and the baby to have a support system in place. She dreads telling people she's pregnant. If she does not lie, they will believe it is Cody's. Michael tries to help her financially, and she declines. She guarantees the baby will have all she needs, and he says she only needs to contact him if she needs anything. Sasha agrees to remain in Port Charles. She says he's a fantastic man. If she had to become pregnant by mistake, she's delighted it was with him. Sasha goes to General Hospital and asks the nurse to schedule an appointment with Dr. Navarro. The nurse suggests she speak with the patient advocate. Felicia shows up. Sasha announces her pregnancy during the sitting. Cody isn't the father. She's nervous. Felicia takes notes, and Sasha explains she will be handling everything on her own. After they schedule an appointment, Felicia inquires whether she has informed her parents, adding that Holly may surprise her. Sasha will think about it. Felicia tells her that she has a supportive and helpful family. She even agrees to be her emergency contact. Nina storms into Curtis' office at Aurora and announces that Drew has gone to DC with her daughter. "Damn," he exclaims. "That was a daring move." She thinks that Drew is unconcerned about destroying Willow's life. Drew is solely concerned about himself, she believes. Curtis cannot deny that. He explains that it's not the only reason she's upset. Is she upset that she isn't getting more public credit for getting him elected? She claims that is not the case. He's also forced to redefine his outlook on Drew. For whatever reason, he transformed and became the person he is now. He let us all down, she explains. Curtis says they must deal with him as he is today. Nina is constantly complaining about Drew's tendency to play the hero role. Curtis claims she could always alert her and let her see Drew more clearly. He assumes she and Drew were sleeping together while he was assisting her in bridging the gap with her daughter. He encourages her to be honest with herself so she may be honest with her daughter. She admits that she wouldn't be as close to Willow without Drew, but it doesn't imply Drew is good for her. Curtis begs her to simply confess the truth. Nina does not believe any amount of tact will make it go down well. Drew is now flaunting her daughter around, and there is nothing she can do about it. Michael walks in, and she tells him that Drew brought Wiley and Willow to DC. He says nothing and walks away. His reaction makes them concerned. They believe Willow could become collateral damage if Michael goes for Drew. He again begs her to come clean. The more she waits, the more connected Drew and Willow will become. Michael enters his office and discovers a photo of Willow and Drew online. He contacts Diane and asks whether they may use the fact that she took his son to DC against her. Gannon encourages Sonny to schedule an appointment with Dr. Pasternak as soon as possible. Jason comes, and the doctor takes off. Sonny explains that there is something wrong with his heart. He slumped after experiencing an unusual constriction. Jason offers to take him to a luxury hospital, but Sonny believes this is overreacting. He will see a specialist eventually. However, this serves as a wake-up call for them to improve their business practices. He cannot appear weak. The last time that happened, his opponents came after the business. They need to consider the long term. He needs to know that his children are well cared for. The feds could go after Christina at Charlie's. Sonny is just tired of being a burden to his children. He believes it is time to stand aside and delegate responsibility for the firm to Jason. This means a lot to Jason. He will always be devoted to him, but he cannot take over the organization for Danny's benefit. Sonny appreciates it, but this puts him in an awkward situation. They need to start planning an exit strategy. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.